Good morning to one and all. Today we are going to discuss RSA algorithm in detail. So earlier also I sent two of the videos regarding this RSA, but that is related to particular question that I have given in your PUT exam. So here basically we are going to consider two prime numbers, that is p is equal to 3, q is equal to 11, and then ultimately we are going to find this private key, public key and all this, and ultimately we are going to get the given message. Now here basically we are supposed to find n first, and n is nothing but the product of these two number. So the product of these two number is all about your p and q, and p and q we are going to find first. So here basically we are going to get product of these two number p and q. Ultimately we are going to get 33. Next we are going to find the Euler-Tiossian function that we discussed in previous videos also, that is phi n. We are going to find this phi n Euler-Tiossian function, which is coming out to be p minus 1 into q minus 1. So p is 3, that is all about 3 minus 1 is 2, and 11 minus 1 is all about 10. So 2 into 10 is nothing but 20. So we got phi n as 20. Now here we are going to assume that let's take the value of E, that is public key, as 7. Why we are taking this 7? Because this 7 lies in between 1 and this 20, and 20 is nothing but your phi n Tiossian function. It is in between these two. So that is the rule of this RSA algorithm. It has to be in between 1 and phi n. So next is all about, we are going to take the GCD of this E and phi n. We are going to take the GCD of this E and phi n. So going to take GCD of this. So GCD has to be 1, because we assume that there is no common factor in between this 7 and 20. So if we are going to take the factor of 20, if you are going to take the factor of 7, so none of the number is going to match. Clear? Now next step that we are going to calculate this D, because public key we already got the value of public key, and now we are supposed to calculate D, that is all about your private key. And the formula is given as your D is equivalent to E inverse mod phi n, and if you are going to take this E towards your left hand side, so in that case it is going to be your DE is equal to 1 mod phi n. Clear? And we have already taken E to be 7, so ultimately we are supposed to find this D. So what is D we are supposed to calculate? So 7 into D is equal to 1 mod phi n. Clear? Then we are going to go for some consideration, that let's assume that D is equal to 3. Let's assume that D is equal to 3. Otherwise, in extended Euclidean also we are able to find the value of D. So since this number is, in this case it is very small, so we are going to assume that D is equal to 3. And this 3 is nothing but, we are going to say this is the multiplicative inverse of 7. That is 7 into D mod 20 is all about your 1. So here basically the product of these two number when divided by 20, we are going to get the value 1. Clear? So I am going to multiply 7 and D, then we are going to divide it by 20, so we must get 1 as remainder. Clear? So what would be the value of this D? So I cannot take 1, because 7 into 1 mod 20, 7 into 1 mod 20 is all about 7. We are going to get remainder 7. If you are going to take the value of D as 2, so 7 into 2, that is 14. 14 mod 20 is all about again 14. We are going to get remainder 14. So next we are going to take the value of d as 3. So 7 to 3, that is 21. So 21 mod 20, the remainder is going to be your 1. So this is going to satisfy. So that's why we took the value of d to be 3 in this case. Fine. Now next we are going to go for since we got this E, we got this D, that is E is your public key, D is your one of the private key. So we got this value using the formula. We got these two value E and D. So now we are having all this key with us. So we are having all this key with us. That is private key and public key. That is public key is E and N. These two are public key. N is nothing but that is known to us, the product of the two primary number. And D is that just now we calculated this D by using the formula. We got 3, this 3. And 33 is all about your N, the same number, that is product of these two. Clear? So we got this 3 and 33 as your private key. Now next step we are going to go for encryption. We all got all the keys. Now we are supposed to encrypt our data. So assuming that message is 31, we are supposed to encrypt message 31. So the formula we are going to go for this encryption is C, that is ciphertext. We are going to get some value, ciphertext C. So C is equal to M, that is message, to the power E, that is public key, mod N. Is it fine? And N is nothing but we already know that the value of N is the product of these two primary number. Clear? So the product of these two primary number is all about this 33. So in this case C is equal to 31 to the power 7. 31 is the message and 7 is nothing but your public key E. So 31 to the power 7 mod 33. So ultimately we got the ciphertext C, which is in encrypted form. Ciphertext C is equal to 4. Clear? Now we got this ciphertext. Now we are supposed to prove that this ciphertext, when we are going to decrypt it, so ultimately we are going to get the same message M, that is all about 31. So our aim is to get 31 by using the formula. Now this is your decryption part. We are going to decrypt the data. So ultimately we are supposed to get 31, that is message 31. Now the formula is whatever we have encrypted, that is ciphertext. So ciphertext is C to the power D. D is your private key by which we are going to decrypt the data. So C to the power D mod N. This is the formula. By putting all the values in this formula, we are going to get C ciphertext, that is 4. So ciphertext we have already calculated over here. This, that is all about your 4. This is our ciphertext. So ciphertext is 4. We calculated this one. Clear? And then ultimately after calculation of this ciphertext, we are going to put the value of ciphertext, that is all about C in this case. So we are going to put the value of C, D and N. So C is 4, D already we calculated 3, that is private key, mod 33. So if you are going to calculate this one, so ultimately we are going to get the message as your 31. Clear? So 4 to the power 3, that is 4 4 is 16, isn't it? So 16 multiplied by 4. So ultimately if I am going to divide this value by 33, we are going to get 31 as an output. So hope you understood the entire concept. Thanks a lot. Have a nice day.